Okay, hide the floating window. This video, the family of Isa in the Quran, the real Jesus. Okay, this is by Flat Sky. He has 42 subscribers. It's up to him. I thought he's Muslim, and then I realized, oh, because I couldn't even hear the sound, my sound, I had to turn this up. So it was like here, and then I couldn't hear it. So just replay this a bit.
I wanted to make this quick video about
not that this is a critique. He sounds like he's trans or something, but
in the Quran.
okay, so I still can't hear pretty well. Did I turn my volume down?
This verse, Quran 1928, and it's about
so in وما كانت أمك بريئة, and your mother was not unchaste. Okay, and your father was not I think impious or something. Let's see here. O sister of Aaron, your father was not an indecent man, nor was your mother unchaste. Okay, so Bariya means unchaste basically, right? Just go to the comments, I guess. So I said 42 subs, 9 dislikes, so much hate. And then I realized that I think he's not Muslim or anything like that. He's just using Islam to create a channel, I guess, critiquing religions or Islam, or I don't know. I said the sound is fine. Sorry, I just had to turn up one of the volume on your video. I'll turn up one of that volume. I don't know. He said, DBR said, good job. Check out Who Was Jesus and Bible Came from Arabia by Kamil Salibi, Arabia, The Untold Story by Bedouin Society. Paul went to Arabia for 3 years. What was he doing there? Collecting mixed up traditions about a deceased Israelite prophet, an idolatrous cult of Al-Isa not long after he died. Had been created not long. Okay, so he's saying Paul created Christianity basically, right? There are a few obscure references that both Isa and Maryam predate Christianity by centuries and used to live in the Asr Najran region of Arabia. For example, Tabari mentions coming across Aramaic inscriptions which he couldn't decipher and asked some traveling Persians to do so. It was Isa's tomb. He places him 900 plus years before Islam, but I think it's even earlier. Okay. Also, the names Isa Yahya specifically mentioned as having a unique name can't be identified with JTB. Who's JTB? But it give it away. It should be Yesu or Yohana if they were not the New Testament characters. If they were the New Testament characters, yeah. So in some European languages, Yohana is actually a name, but it's spelled with a J. Okay, Yohana. Also, the fact that both of them died peaceful deaths, no crucifixion or beheading. Jesus is not Yesu in some. Yohana, we know that name, but Yesu they actually say Jesus in my mother tongue. Before I forgot it. One minor critique: Mithras in the Quran is like a citadel. Okay, Egypt was called Kept. Mithras also Pharaoh is a proper name, not a title. Okay, so that might be true, right? So the Pharaoh basically. So technically, Musa's story also possibly happened in Arabia. There's more evidence there than anything they've been able to find in Egypt. Okay, so I'm not sure what the point is exactly. Let's see. Interesting. Who is Muhammadun? Okay, I want to go see these comments as well. Okay, thanks. I looked at Kamil Salibi, but his theory is nonsense. No more nonsense than your theory, apparently. The Bible came from Rome. The Quran came from Jerusalem, not from Arabia. Oh my gosh. Astaghfirullah. Yeah, the word Arab only started being used after Islam. There wasn't any Arabs before Islam. Okay, so that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't really matter, like, if they call themselves Arabs or not. Okay. In my opinion, Quran and Arabian, okay, I mean, there had to be some Arabs, but it's like, where does he get, I mean, show us some actual, like, data that says nobody was speaking Arabic. Arabic is, there's only, like, maybe 2 actual languages that all other languages, you know, developed from, right? So Arabic developed from, like, so what's going on? Somebody just dropped a tray of stuff or fell down or something. Alhamdulillah. Okay, damn right, you're in deep as well. So, I mean, Arabs from every, yeah, I heard that one. Ibrahim's name makes sense in that context too. Not all the names in the Quran are Arabic names, okay, like Maryam, right? Flat Sky, yeah, the second coming is total BS and learned helplessness. Most of the end time hadiths are basically taking the book of Revelation and burning it to create an apocalyptic dialectic. Okay, so basically, they're like taking what we have right now and then going backward and trying to make it like you could go back in time and figure out everything and why the Quran has these stories, right? And why the Quran talks about the Day of Judgment and stuff like that, or the Dajjal or anything else, right? I don't think anybody can actually know, okay? Even if you said Tabarani said it was 900 years, you know, Jesus was 900 years before Islam. Okay, he didn't have like, that's his opinion based on what he read, right? He's just being truthful, like what he thinks. That doesn't mean that what he said was fact 100% true, right? But we know so much history of Arabia is because of, you know, scholars, whether they're Muslim or even other than that. Yeah, okay, I thought about it and we're screwed. Even if Jesus gets discredited in Islam. What does he mean discredited? Is he Christian? It's still there in the Bibles and they can just use that as Isa thing instead. Then yeah, okay, I suppose we have to admit defeat and congratulate them for their 2,000 years of effort. I suppose they were brave enough to do war with Allah, so they do deserve to win. What's he talking about? Is he like an Arab Christian? I'm not sure what's going on. Is he saying that the Christians were doing war with Allah who wrote the Bibles, or he's talking about Muslims doing war with the Christian Allah? I'm confused. As an honest spectator, I would say they won and Allah has lost. This is my final decision. Whatever. Look at it this way. If shepherds and farmers take back Afghanistan from NATO occupation, not an endorsement of the Taliban, by the way, imagine what a group of more sophisticated people can do. But you gotta be willing to fight and get your name dragged through the mud. It ain't easy. Okay, whatever. I'm laughing emoji there. Okay, so Joe 18. Joe the 18th says, interesting. Who is Muhammadan in the Quran? Okay, Muhammadun. Sorry. So probably Judas Maccabeus. Judas Maccabeus was, this is ridiculous. Okay, it was under 6 years. He died in 160 BCE. I think before I said 160. I said he was born 160. I made that mistake. He's actually died in 160 before Christian era. Okay, would you say that the entire biography of 7th century Muhammad is invented? And at what date do you place the Quran at? Like, this is just like complete BS speculation. They're just like, I don't get most of what they're saying, like all this stuff, you know, whatever. But good points. Okay, on the topic of Rome, the Quran mentions how they were defeated in a nearby land, but soon after they will gain victory. Oh, that's true. Why did I understand it the total opposite? Could this be future prophecy about the rise? I misunderstood his comment. I don't know why. I don't know why the first time. So now I get why you have dislikes. Bro, you need to learn Islam so you don't embarrass yourself. Judas was the praised one. Where in the Bible is Judas praised? Because, yeah, okay, do they praise him? Apparently he was like a Jew who went to war, and that's it. Like, nothing new in the Bible there. People going to war, killing other people, you know, for whatever reason, just to spread their religion, I guess. I don't know. He was born 160 years BC, so no. Actually, I have to edit that. He died, sorry. Okay, sorry. He died 160 years BC, so that's Judas Maccabeus. Just because people use elephants doesn't prove it was the same army. You changing names of Arabs to other names randomly is funny. Okay, Jesus in Islam is Isa, and in the Bible, that would be Esau's. Not far-fetched. You're trying to change history and language to suit your weird theory. Best stop before you completely embarrass yourself. Like, seriously, what? I said, no, you're wrong. Rome would have a near victory after their defeat. You can't just make up stuff. Get serious. So maybe he was the one that said something about Rome. Where is it? I don't know. Flat Sky says here, they want to use the Mahdi to do all the hard work for Jesus, and then after 7 years, they get rid of him, and their Jesus rules the world. They haven't succeeded in 2,000 years, so I wouldn't hold my breath. What is he going on about? It's all end time stuff. It's end times. The Mahdi will come back. It's not like we're waiting for it, and we're, you know, it's going to happen when it happens. The real Dajjal is Jesus himself. No, the Dajjal is the Dajjal. A setup and all this. Like, you're just reading into everything and history and making like a patchwork, you know, theory about all kinds of stuff. It's just like, no. Muslims were happy when Rome defeated Persia. Persia was a superpower, and basically it would be hard to defeat at the time because the Quran prefers the people above the pagans. Okay, and that's it. That's why the Muslims celebrated when Rome defeated Persia, and that's what happened. Have you looked into Dul Qarnayn? They just go to everything so fast, like speed reading, and then think that they know everything they have to know, and then they make up some weird theory. It's just like Dan Gibson, what Dan Gibson did with Petra. Okay. Okay, so he said the Gog and Magog escaped a long time ago, which he probably got from Imran Nazar Hussain. Okay, and it's also at the right location. How do you know? Like, if you seriously, like, I wouldn't dare speculate. You know, people just like, they don't mind speculating, saying a bunch of stuff, and oh yeah, it's for sure it's the wall. You know, like a wall. You know, the Quran literally uses the word akad to describe a boundary where they couldn't understand Akkadian anymore. Is that like Akkadu or something? I don't remember. It doesn't come to mind. Iron would be really silly to fill a wall. It would be permanent with iron. Well, it says copper. What about the copper? They used brass or something. Okay. Okay, maybe copper, probably. I don't know. So he just mentions iron and forgets the copper. Like, be you know, at least be like not more specific. Be more you know, true to what it said, basically. Okay, what else did he say here? Dome of the Rock is where Abraham sacrificed story, so people used to come and visit that, and this gave the Hebrews power which the Romans and others wanted to steal. The Quran was written between the Seleucid and what? Romans during a time of internal struggle caused by Muhammad and the Zealots, were basically Quran believers later on. Zealots, what Zealots? Who else would be Sicarii? It spurred messianic movements like a century later when they were under Roman occupation. I already typed it out, but that's kind of the missing link for me. Is the temple really destroyed, and what is that new temple they want to build with all those golden cows for? Okay, the temple apparently is underneath, so that's the second temple. They want to build a third one. Why would they use golden cows? They already, basically, they were idol worshippers anyway, some of the Jews, and they did have all those animals or whatever kind of statues they had there, right? You can see that in videos, so who knows? At the Median Wall, there's a Wikipedia, there's a link here. I've looked into Masjid al-Aqsa, which only appears once in the Quran at 17:1. Standard narrative is a story based on Muhammad's ascension to heaven and on a mule. It's not a mule, okay? It is a burak. That's what it's called. It's not called a mule. But I've concluded that this is actually about Musa. Oh, no, whoa. What? If you compare 17:1 with 27:8, you'll see how the surroundings are described as blessed in both verses with regards to the fire. Okay, so you're saying there can't be more than one blessed place? I mean, come on. It's just like they're always reaching. They're always like reaching for some weird theory, weird conclusions, you know, weird anti-Quran stuff. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay. I said, where's Judas, the praised one? You know, in writings, Muhammadun, you know, okay, the praised one. Muhammad is the praised one. You forgot to mention. I don't even know what you're saying, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. You're the Muhammad, whatever. Okay, you forgot to mention copper, brass, something in building up that wall. Okay, so yeah. Don't tell me I didn't. Seriously, okay. Turn to meeting. Okay, stop share. I shared it. Okay, so I'm confused. This guy is like, I don't know. Did I misunderstand something here? Okay, I said just because people use elephants doesn't prove it was the same army. Okay, you changing names of Arabs to others, names randomly is just funny. Okay, and then over here he says, I do not care about dislikes or subscribers. Yeah, like whatever, who cares? You know, it doesn't matter if you care or not. I'm just posting this for posterity. That was Judas Maccabees, not Judas Iscariot. Yeah, I already said that in my comment. Judas Iscariot means Judas the Sicarii. That's a fictional character they made up to disgrace the real Judas. Oh, okay, so is this guy Jewish? I don't know. You liars can all go to hell and express your dislike to God. I'm a Sacarii too. As if I care. The Quran was written around the time as well. Jesus never existed. The Bibles were written to hide the truth. Okay, so he's what? Sacarii is what? An extremist Jew or something? They killed a bunch of people, so you're a murderer? Is that what you're saying? I said, no, you're wrong. Rome would have a near victory after their defeat. You can't just make up stuff. Get serious. Okay. He said, Jesus means son of Zeus. Dios. Okay, you're all just liars. The Arabs were the priests of Rome. You're all partners. Everybody is fake. Do you really think I care about embarrassing myself in front of you liars? Well, you're still embarrassing yourself. Thanks for admitting that. Okay. You're still embarrassing yourself. Yeah. Allah will burn the world now. Okay. Noah drowned you all for less. Noah drowned you all for less? Okay, I think he has a problem with English, or he's just, I don't know. I'm not sure. I really don't know what this guy's trying to say. He's Sacarii. I thought maybe he's a Jew. First, I thought he's like an atheist. I didn't know what's going on. And he said, people of the book does not refer to Jesus worshippers. It kind of does. Yeah, it does. It refers to people who worship Jesus, and it also refers to Jews. Okay, even Muslims aren't people of the book. Muslims aren't people of the book. We're Muslims. Jews and Christians are called people of the book, but the Quran tells them to come to a word between us Muslims and you kuffar, Jesus worshippers and Jesus haters, so that there is only one God. Okay, Allah. And blah blah blah, whatever. Okay, I am the Muhammad. Okay, he's referring to the name. It means I am the Muhammad. That Muhammad means I am the Muhammad. I don't know. No idea. And then he left me a link, which I don't know. Maybe I'll click on that after the video. I'm Muslim. I don't even get what you're saying. Okay, I don't know where you're going with this. Excuse me. I think you have misunderstood me. Why would I lie about the Quran? Only be that. Okay, and Jews and Christians are people of the book. That's what the Quran says. So I go with the Quran, not some idiot on YouTube.